let me explain something, okay? So, uh, around 15 minutes ago, I was doing some work, right? I thought like, oh yeah, I gotta prepare for the stream. So like I booted up everything and blah blah blah. And I realized I I can't move. I can't move. So please just use your beautiful powerful imagination and imagine that I'm moving gitu. Not able to move, you stuck. I am for once. Don't say use your imagination. I'm saying you can't move. I'm real professional, okay? None of my streams are scuffed at all. What technical difficulty? Psh, I never heard of it. Am I in danger? I don't know. I blink twice to tell you guys, to signal you guys that if I'm in danger, but I can't even blink. Is it the danger noodle? I don't know. Oh yeah, let me tell you guys a bit about the danger noodle situation. I have a little pantry where I store like non-perishable food items like instant noodles, corned beef, like yeah gitu. So around like 5 a.m., 6 a.m., I went into the pantry to grab some food. So while I was grabbing this instant noodle, an actual noodle started moving behind it. I was like so delirious from just having woken up and everything. It took me around like 1 or 2 seconds to realize like, oh, Ash a snake. I immediately closed the pantry and like used duct tape over the door. In our area, there's actually like a few people that you can call up to like handle, stuffs like this when like animals like this go into your home. So like I guess like animal control. I called him. I was like, "Hello sir, snake in house. I'm crying. Help." And he's like, "Okay, I'll be there in 10 minutes." And he was so fast, he came in like 3 minutes gitu. He searched around for a good 10-15 minutes. And the first thing he tells me is that, ma'am, I can't find the snake. When he told me that like, ma'am, I'm gonna call some of my friends. I was expecting like, maybe like 1-2 people. No, he brought the entire A team with him. I ended up having like 8 people rummaging around my pantry and we still couldn't find it. So like after a while we just gave up. The guy told me like either he's ka-chow now, he's already adios through like little holes that you may have in your pantry walls, or like he's in your pipes. And I'm like, cool, I will never take a shower ever again, thank you sir. And then they all left, and then my mom came and she's like, "Hi sweetie, like why is the pantry stuff like outside?" I was like, "Oh, there's a snake in the pantry gitu." And she immediately goes inside the pantry. The entire A team couldn't find a single noodle. And my mom took 1 minute in the pantry and she finds it. I was like, oh, okay then I'm gonna call the A team again, or just the one dude, and tell him to come back and like handle this. And my mom just picked up a broom and then she's like, "No, it's okay, I got it." And I'm like, "What do you mean you got it, woman? No, you don't got it, woman. No, you don't." like don't like the broom. She insisted on like just going in. So she did. She just went ham. She just went into the pantry, and all I hear is just her smacking the broom and going full on Legend of Zelda, like yeah. I already said in my debut stream, but I'm really scared of snakes. Yeah, I had a really bad experience with snakes. That's why I'm like very afraid of them. I couldn't stand just like my mom like possibly dying from like a snake bite or something. So I ended up calling the snake guy anyway. He came really fast for some reason. And by the time he came, my mom is still doing the hilly churl in the pantry, you know. And then she stops and she's all this like you know. I took a peek and I'm like, "Did you get it?" And she's like, "I got it a few times, but it keeps like hiding it." Like, stop, okay? I got the snake dude. Let him and his gang handle it gitu kan. She's like, what if I throw like a sandal, a flip-flop to the snake so that it comes out of the hiding spot. I'm like, Mom, I am not passing you a chancla. You are not throwing a chancla at the snake. All right, I actually had to drag her outside of the pantry because she's like no, like it's okay. I want to fight it. I want to fight it, gitu kan. And then after like I don't know 5 minutes or something, they got the dead snake, gitu. I told the guy like, aren't you supposed to like just capture it, gitu? And he basically told me like that was the initial plan, but this one was kind of aggressive, and it kept like being aggro at us, and we might have used like a little bit too much force and everything, gitu. This is actually like a quite dangerous snake, so it was actually a good move for you to let your mom out of it, gitu. And I had to like lecture my mom like, God dang it, woman, don't do that. You could have died. And then like around 10, 11, 12, I think, I was warming up my motorbike to just go get groceries. I saw like something wiggly under the motorbike near the wheels. And then it started wiggling out of under the motorbike. Oh, here we go again. Here we go again. Should have run it over with your bike. Ew. Gross. I gotta have like snake goo on my wheels. I called over to my mom because she's there, and she's like, use a broom, gitu kan. And I'm like, it's the same snake as yesterday. It's just smaller. What ended up happening is that we got help from my neighbor because like our call to the snake dude didn't come through for some reason. He just didn't pick up, gitu. So I called my neighbor and I said, hi, do you have any experience with snakes, danger noodles? And legit, the first thing he says to me is, use a broom. Right, use a broom. But like, can you use the broom? Cause I have a very bad fear of snakes. See what I mean, dude? And he's like, oh yeah, sure, I can shoo it, gitu. Well, I'm like walking with him back to my house. I hear from the distance my mother's heel each other like, yeah. Protective motherly instincts. No, my mom is just my mom is just stubborn. Like me, honestly, but like my neighbor like grabbed another broom and he's just jumping in like, yeah. I finally like had to like tuck my mom away from it. Aku tarik ibu aku gitu kan, like, God dang it, woman, like stop it, you could die, you have no experience with snakes. And my mom's like, okay, I go inside. For like a few minutes, it's just me looking at my neighbor try to like locate the snake, because I have a lot of like flowers and trees and a few like bushes. My neighbor like caught it and he starts like shooing it away so it goes outside of the bushes, gitu. And then out of freaking nowhere, suddenly my mom is like approaching my neighbor. She starts spraying the snake with like a mosquito repellent. All it did is just it made the snake wiggle a little. Made it do a little dance. That's it. Mama Panther was confused, but she got the spirit. Yeah, she does. Like, I wish she had less spirit though, for my sake. At some point, this neighbor dude, he started using the dustpan to like hit the snake, and eventually he actually managed to decapitate the snake with the dustpan. It's not a steel dustpan, it's a plastic dustpan. Like it's that flimsy plastic dustpan that you can get at a dollar store for less than $1 maybe. What kind of like tickles my brain a bit is that the moment like he killed the snake, he was like, nice. I'm like, sir, you just committed murder.